Namaskar students. Today we are going to discuss about the natural vegetation and wildlife of India. Very first we are going to discuss about the various terms which are used for plants and trees. First of all, it is known as vegetation. That means it includes all the species of plants and trees. Then natural vegetation. Natural vegetation, the best example is forest. In that area, human beings are not going to help for the growth and development of plants and trees. They are growing their own with the help of nature. That's why it is known as natural vegetation. Then virgin vegetation. Virgin vegetation means the natural vegetation which is grown without human assistance, without human aid, and left undisturbed by human for a long time. That means the areas in which human beings are not going and they are not disturbing the biodiversity, they are not changing any of the things, then it is known as virgin vegetation. Indigenous or endemic vegetation, when a species belong to a particular place originally that grows there in natural surroundings naturally, then it is a indigenous or endemic vegetation. Exotic vegetation, the species come from foreign land, means human beings have brought down from foreign areas and they have grown them in the other areas which are not suitable for them, or earlier there was no vegetation of that kind, so it is known as an exotic vegetation. So these are the various terms which are used for vegetation. Now we are going to discuss about affecting growth of vegetation, the factors, some factors which are deciding the growth and development of vegetation. Now we are going to discuss about them. These factors are two types, broadly divided into two types. First is physical feature. Physical feature, that means it is provided by nature. It includes topography and soil. Topography, it also affects a lot. Topography includes various type of landforms like mountains, plains, plateaus, islands, desert areas. So according to the variations in landforms, different type of vegetation cover is found in different areas. Than the soil plays again important role. According to the soil fertility, the vegetation cover found, whether it is dense, fast growing, less, if it is not fertile, then it is sparsely available. So these two factors, physical or relief factors, they are affecting the natural vegetation a lot. Then the next is climatic factor. The climatic factor is also a natural factor. It includes three subpoints: temperature, photoperiod, and precipitation. Temperature means the season. That means during the summers, temperature remains normally or average high, and during the winters, the temperature remains low. And we can take example for better understanding that during winter days, whatever the trees are cut, whichever the big trees are found on roadside or in front of houses, usually they used to cut, and they remain as it is without new shoot out, without new leaves, as it is till the winter months. Suppose they are cut in month of November, so till the end of the January, in the or half of the February, they remain as it is. When the temperature starts increasing in month of February, then the new shoot outs, new leaves are appearing on the branches, new branches are also there, and the tree is full of new leaves. So that means the temperature plays an important role. Then photoperiod, that means the time period which is provided to a tree for photosynthesis process or making food. So it depends on the sunlight during a day. So during summers, we have long days, and that's why during summers or rainy season, trees are growing fast because they are getting a long photo period. But during winters, again, the duration of the days are short, and that's why photo period is also short. Now one example we can take, that is the Himalayas. Himalayas have two slopes, the northern slopes and the southern slopes. And if we are talking about the vegetation cover, then the southern slopes of Himalayas, they are densely covered by the trees and plants because they are exposed to sun. At the same time, the southern slopes of Himalayas, sunlight is not reaching because of high elevation, so that part, the southern part, remains sparsely sparsely vegetation cover. Then precipitation. Without water, plants and trees can't survive. So nature has an arrangement of precipitation, and through precipitation or rainfall, plants and trees are getting water for their survival. Now precipitation also not received everywhere in the same amount. Some areas are receiving very heavy rainfall, good amount of rainfall, while other areas are receiving very less rainfall. So according to the rainfall received in a particular area, the cover of vegetation depends. We can take example of western part of Western Ghats. The western part of Western Ghats, it is the windward side. That means when the winds enter with full of moisture, they causes rainfall. So the western part of Western Ghats, it receive orographic rainfall throughout the year, and beside that, whenever we have monsoon rainfall, this area receives heavy rainfall, and that's why the western slopes of Western Ghats are dense vegetation cover, while the eastern slopes of Western Ghats, they are comparatively sparse vegetation cover. So these are the factors which are affecting the vegetation cover a lot.